Okay, so before we get into this game, which was crazy as it is, thank you, Tom. I was legit not expecting that. I don't sit here and, pray someone does that for me and whatnot. I just do it because I have fun streaming. So I went from 235 subs up to 281. I smashed my goal. My voice is hoarse right now. This game was insane. Once again, third straight time. We're on a streak now. Third time in a row. The Bucs-Packers game live stream that I've done has broken a record. First time I broke 100 subs with that regular season game with that loss that we had. Second time, NFC Championship game, I broke 150 subs for that game, for that stream. And now, for regular season, week 3, 2022, 2 years later, I broke 250, I broke 260, I broke 270, and I officially broke 280 with this stream. I have no words right now. I'm stunned from this game. I'm stunned from the raid. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. It does get boring in the commercials. It gets boring when you're basically there alone. my throat is dead, so I'm gonna stop talking about this. We're gonna get into this game before I completely lose my voice. Oh my god. All right, but again, thank you so much. I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna cut out my reaction, put that up. I might do my reaction to the end of the game too, because that was insane as well. So look forward to that. Within the next 24 hours, I'll have 2 of those videos up. I do want to talk about the whole week so far, because the Jags crushed. You have the Bills got dethroned. So again, we'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. This game. Holy crap. I don't even know what to say. I guess if there was one negative for this game for the Packers, the offense did not show up in the second half at all. We scored 0 in the second half. 0. Every single every single side, special teams, defense, offense, showed up in the first half. We had 2 fumbles. I think both are by Russell Gage, right? Oh, Duran had the fumble? Oh, no, that's punt returns. Excuse me. Whoops. Wrong one. Oh, they don't have fumbles, do they? Oh, here they are. Logan Ryan recovered a fumble. Yep, that was late in the game. Perryman... Oh, he had 2 fumbles. Oh, okay. Gage had 1. He had 2. They recovered 1. Cameron Brate recovered 1. They lost 2 here. Aaron Jones fumbled on the goal line. So this could have been a 21-12 game. This should have been a blowout. A lot more should have, happened. But no receivers. Well, I guess we had Lazard. Lazard did come back. But no top 3 receivers for the Bucs. Bunch, Sammy Watkins and Christian Watson were out. Cobb did play. He was had an illness all week, and he did play. God, my throat right now. So we officially moved to 2-1. Rodgers 27-35, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have an interception. Got sacked once. Brady got sacked 3 times. So this O-line for the Bucs is not what it was 2 years ago. They are penetrable, and it's basically their O-line. If you can get to Brady fast enough, he will either throw the ball at the ground like he did because he wanted to fix his knee brace at the sidelines and just said, screw it, and ended the downs, or ended the possession they had there late in the, that was in the third quarter. 31-42, yeah. I mean, a lot of that was... Leonard Fournette did have 12 carries, but they were basically throwing like all second half. It was 14-3 heading into half, and the Bucs put up 3 in the second quarter, put up 6 in the fourth corner, but they were just throwing that whole, like, they barely gave it to Fournette. Fournette, only 35 yards. So after we got burned, and I mean burned, by that Chicago run game with Herbert and Montgomery, we allow 34 total team yards, but 35 yards for Fournette. After Montgomery had 115 or something like that, 120, and we showed up on defense. We're popping balls out of their hands, out of the wide receiver hands. We're covering well. I mean, this was a crazy game for the defense. And to think, and I said this in the stream too, because someone put it in there in the stream, to be saying we have to rely on the defense is crazy. 2 years ago, that's crazy insane. But that's what this team is. We're defense and we're running, and that's basically it. Now, the run game today, 12 for 36. So exactly the same as, well, not exactly the same, but essentially the same as Leonard Fournette. But we had A.J. Dillon get 12 carries as well for 32. So that was our difference, was we have two running backs that we can rely on in different situations. The Bucs, it's basically Fournette, because I think Ronald Jones, if he's not hurt, I think he is not playing on the Bucs anymore. So that was kind of their go-to before, was Fournette and Jones, but now it's basically Fournette doing everything. But when you're down, you can't see that second running back because you have to throw it so much. So that's why, again, 42 attempts for Brady. 31 to 42 is very good though. Like that's very good. But that offense stalled in the second half. We struggled to get first downs, and I mean struggled. That Bucs defense turned on and decided that they wanted to show up in the second half, and they did. They showed up. After we got out to a 14 point, it was 7-3, and then we scored once more, and then after that, the Bucs defense said, we're just not letting you score anymore. But the offense was the problem today for the Bucs. So just like the Packers, the Bucs offense too just struggled and could not get in the game until very late. I want to look at here, Devondre Campbell, 14 tackles, 8 of them solo, 1 tackle for loss. Rasul Douglas, 8 total tackles, all of them were solo. Nixon, oh my God. Keyshawn Nixon, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What a freaking game by this guy. I had never heard of him before this week. He comes out, special teams, stops him from getting any yards, pins him inside the 10. At the 1 yard line. He pinned him at the 1 yard line. He was in for Jair Alexander, killing people. Just, again, 6 solo tackles on 7 total tackles. This man was playing 2 positions. He could have been playing offense. Put him out at wide receiver, coach. This man was going off today. And I might start doing this. I talked about this in my stream too. He's one half of my MVP for this week, for this team. Keyshawn Nixon is one half. We'll get into the other half. If you were in the stream, you know who the other half was. We were going crazy for that guy, but we'll get to that in a minute. Quay Walker, 5 total tackles, 3 solo. Kenny Clark, 4 for 3. He had 2. Kenny Clark had 2 sacks. Rashawn Gary, 1 sack. He should have had 2, but he got held. So he should have had 1 more sack and then 1 more total tackle. But this defense, insane. And Jair went out in the first quarter. Jair went out early in this game with a groin injury. That's at least I think it's a groin injury. That's what someone in the chat said. So if that's right, that's right. If it's not, well, he went out with an injury. He did not return at all. They stepped up. Mike Edwards on the Bucs defense had 13 total tackles, 9. Levante David, 7, 3 solos. And Antoine Winfield Jr., 6 solos, 6 total. Jamal Dean, 6 total, 5. Carlton Davis, 6 total, 4. Shaq Barrett up there. Devin White up there. They were all over. Who had the sack? Logan Hall had the sack. That's right. So, Logan Ryan had the interception. Yes, yeah, Brady didn't throw an interception, but again, only one touchdown late in the game, 3 sacks. He was good in between the end zones, but basically outside of the red zone, he was good. So then we get to the second half of our MVP, Jesus himself, Pat O'Donnell. There was, and I have to count, 339 total yards. 339. This man was, I don't know how many, 5 inside the 20. I don't know how many were inside the 10, but I would guarantee 3 to 4 of those were inside the 10-yard line. 3 or 4. Of the 5 inside the 20, 3 or 4 inside the 10. This man was going insane. Keyshawn Nixon, again, at the 1-yard line. He got one of them there. They were so many attempts at the 10. Probably 3 of them at the 10. Maybe 4 of them at the... Again, I would have to go back and watch the game. Pat O'Donnell flipped the field of possession. His longest one was 63 yards. And the defense held him there. It was insane. Insane. After last year, special teams sucks. Defense was good. Offense didn't show up in the playoffs, whatever. But special teams cost us that divisional round. This year around, special teams has been pretty good. Now, I'd have to go back and watch the week 1 against the Vikings again, see how Pat O'Donnell and that special teams is doing. But special teams has been doing pretty good through these first 3 weeks so far. So I am ecstatic about this game, ecstatic about the raid. This was just a crazy game. Again, I talked about this in my stream too. I can't put this as game of the week because Miami and Buffalo exists. But this is a top 3 game of the week. But I can't put it as game of the year, sadly. So through 3 weeks, we have 4 game of the week contenders, I think. I guess. Maybe two. Maybe the Cardinals, Raiders, and then Bills, Miami. I'm trying to think if there's a third one. But I'm going to finish up here. Let me know your thoughts. What a freaking game. Oh my God. I'm going to go rest my voice now. I have probably about 3 videos coming out tomorrow. I got to put out 1 more tonight. I'm going to find that raid. I'm going to put that up as soon as possible. So within next hour or 2, we'll get that up. I want this to go up first though. So for now, like the video, share the video around. Don't forget to subscribe. My throat is dead. And what a week 3. We got a dub in Tampa. I'm out of here. Peace.